Reaching the ultimate goal of spiritual practice, self-realization, or union with the supreme consciousness, known as Paramapurusha, demands incredible strength. When you look at the towering achievements of historical saints and mystics, it's easy to feel a crushing sense of inadequacy. You might look at your own ordinary life, your exhaustion at the end of the day, and wonder how you could ever measure up. This diagram shows where that despair comes from, a very specific misunderstanding. We tend to view spiritual strength as a measure of raw capacity. We assume a spiritual titan needs a massive reservoir of energy, while we are stuck with tiny tanks. But what if total capacity is entirely irrelevant to your spiritual progress? If the size of your tank doesn't dictate your success, then the weakest, most exhausted person watching this might already hold the exact amount of energy required to reach the ultimate goal in this very lifetime.
In spiritual philosophy, true strength is known as bala, and bala isn't a measurement of what you hold in reserve. It is measured exclusively by the extent to which you utilize whatever physical, psychic, and spiritual energy you actually possess. Look at this aerial view of these vast sandbars. It recalls the ancient epic where Rama constructed a divine bridge across an immense ocean. To build that impossible crossing, the mighty Hanuman brought entire mountains, hauling massive boulders with his immense strength. Meanwhile, a tiny squirrel contributed to the exact same bridge by carrying small pebbles in its mouth. This chart shows the paradox of Bala in action. Because Hanuman and the squirrel were both operating at absolute maximum output relative to their unique sizes, they were generating the exact same amount of spiritual force. The math works in reverse, too. A person gifted with immense, mountain-moving intellect who holds back is functionally weaker than a physically frail person who applies every single ounce of energy they have. You become truly strong only when you pour whatever power you currently hold into active spiritual practice and real-world service. Giving 100% of your energy is only the first half of the equation. Maximum effort becomes completely useless if it is pointed in the wrong direction. Expending all your force on a deeply flawed trajectory is a tragedy the texts call pramada, or madness. This diagram illustrates pramada. Imagine sprinting with maximum intensity, pouring every drop of your energy into running west, when your true destination lies entirely in the opposite direction, to the east. To solve this trajectory problem, the Ananda Marga method offers a precise navigational compass. The first component is the subjective approach. This means keeping your internal, psychological focus securely fixed on the absolute goal of self-realization. The second component is objective adjustment. While your mind is anchored in the absolute, your physical actions actively engage in the relative world, working towards social upliftment. By locking into this dual focus, you guarantee your fully utilized energy is never spent in vain. When you understand that spiritual success requires only these two variables, total utilization of your current capacity and a precise trajectory, the excuse of feeling too weak to begin completely dissolves. You do not need to wait for a future life to accumulate a massive mountain-moving capacity. Every single person watching this, right at this exact moment, possesses the necessary wherewithal to reach the highest states of consciousness. Because this mathematical formula relies solely on the capacity you have right now, wasting even one precious moment of this specific life is a profound loss. Banish the fear of inadequacy. Pick up your specific pebble, point yourself in the right direction, and claim the spiritual success that is already yours for the asking.